The disaster that this is, it's just a horrifying situation, and families are struck by the tragedy that results from these heroin overdoses.
Emergency responders now sounding a new alarm on the opioid crisis. Good evening, everyone. Less than 24 hours after officials make a chilling announcement about a dangerous and deadly new batch of heroin, new numbers released today show staggering statistics, putting Erie County on tap to surpass the number of lives lost in this war on drugs. According to county health officials, in 2016, there were more than 300 opiate-related overdoses. This year, there are already 108, and that number is expected to dramatically increase. Emergency responders we rode along with today say there is an overwhelming use of Narcan now in Buffalo. But that's not all. The 7 Eyewitness News reporter Ed Riley found out today.
Back years ago, you'd only have to give one dose, which is, anywhere from 1 to 2 milligrams of Narcan. Now it's taking multiple of the 1 to 2 dose, increments to try to revive people. And even in some cases, you're not even successful with that because of the strength of the heroin that's out there.
Scott Karaszewski is the chief EMS officer for AMR and a 19-year veteran of the ambulance service. He and his fellow EMT and paramedics are on the front lines when it comes to saving someone who is overdosed on heroin, and they're seeing an increasing number of calls.
It's very trying because of the age demographics. These are very young people.
AMR had a dramatic 46% jump in March for the number of calls where Narcan had to be administered.
Compared to January and February, a 46% jump in Narcan administration is astronomical.
And these first responders are having a harder time reviving those who have overdosed because heroin is being cut with fentanyl and other substances.
And the reaction to those dosages is so potent that oftentimes by the time our responders get on scene, the patient is too far gone, and Narcan is not having the effect that it would otherwise have.
AMR is now warning the public that a very dangerous form of heroin is going around.
It's just a horrifying situation, and families are struck by the tragedy that results from these heroin overdoses.
And the ambulance service is asking families who know a loved one with a drug problem to make sure they have a supply of over-the-counter versions of Narcan just in case. And officials warn the public that if you suspect that someone has overdosed, you must call 911 as soon as possible because that person could only have minutes to live. In Buffalo, Ed Riley, 7 Eyewitness News.